Greetings and welcome to the Casual Critics review of the Fantastic Four First Steps. I'm here with my brother and we just got out of the movie theater. So what are your out of the theater reactions?
First of all, thank you for having me here. I'm honored. Thank you. My initial reaction to this movie is that I thought it was pretty good. I mean, before the movie came out, I wasn't too sure about it because the current state that Marvel's in and the fact that it's based in the 60s in a separate universe, I wasn't too sure about it. But ultimately, I think it won me over. What about you?
Yes, I would agree that the MCU has been pretty hit or miss recently. Not only that, but the Fantastic Four has been a property that is hard for them to adapt. The 2015 movie was very terrible. However, I'd say that this movie is definitely a lot better than that one. What were your thoughts on Mr. Fantastic?
I thought that Mr. Fantastic was great. I mean, I wasn't too sure about Pedro Pascal going into this movie, but as soon as the movie starts and you hear him speaking, he's speaking in like a higher tone of voice, and it, I think, immediately drew me into it and to him as a character. And just all throughout the movie, I think that he just slowly won me over more. And he's not just charismatic, but also he really sold it in the more emotional parts.
Yeah, it's safe to say that we see Pedro Pascal basically everywhere now in 2025, so I wouldn't say that I was too excited about him playing the character. I wasn't really worried about his acting at any point. I know that he's a really good actor, so yeah, obviously, if you like Pedro Pascal, then you're probably going to like this movie. I definitely think that the actor from the 2004 version is the best Reed Richards we've ever had on screen. That might be nostalgia talking. But besides that, I think the rest of the cast is really good. I really like Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch. I think he's the best Human Torch we've gotten on screen so far. Had kind of a big part. I feel like he was almost like the second lead in this movie.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think that his powers were shown probably the most, and I think that he had the most time to really shine in this movie. They really tried to lean away from the whole womanizer thing. I mean, I think that he has his moments doing that sort of thing, but I think that he was a little bit more nerdy. I don't know if nerdy's the right word, but I think that they definitely showed off.
He was definitely
just how
smarter.
Smart he was. Yeah, for sure, smarter. I mean, I don't recall them really showing how smart he was in like the 2004
No,
version.
he drove motorcycles and made out with women.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did in the 2004 version, but I mean, in this version, they really show that he's not just a guy who rides on a motorcycle and makes out with women. Before he even became Human Torch, he was on that astronaut mission that is like some of the smartest people like on the planet go on that mission. And so I really liked that they showed that.
Yeah, I thought the rest of the cast was really good. I liked the Thing a lot. They gave him a lot of cool outfits. I probably still prefer the practical effects to the CGI.
Yeah, I really liked the Thing. I thought that they did a really good job showing that he was just a really nice guy, and I thought that he was decently different than the 2000s version and, of course, the 2015 version. And I think that, honestly, he's my favorite Thing out of all of them. I think that they showed his humanity really well, and if I had one problem, I would say that they just didn't show the emotional aspects of his character enough, you know? I mean, I think that it was kind of overshadowed by other things.
Definitely.
I thought that maybe they sort of hinted at it and they maybe did a little bit with it, but I didn't think that they did enough, and I wish that they were giving him a little bit more on that side.
Yeah, I mean, they gave him like a brief girlfriend at one point, and that's like all.
Yeah, I thought that they were going to explore that more, but I think that at some point they just sort of left it. And I'm not sure how I feel about that exactly. But no, I thought that he was great. But moving on to Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, I really liked her as well. I thought that she was great as a mother. I thought that she was sort of the anchor of their family, the emotional anchor of their family. And I thought that she was the one that really made them all feel connected to each other. And she was the one that, other than Johnny, I think that she was the one that really got to show off her powers the most. And she was great.
What did you think about the Silver Surfer in this movie?
I liked the Silver Surfer. I thought that they showed that she had some real emotion to her character, and I thought that the actress who played her did great. And I thought that even though she wasn't in there a ton and talking a ton, I thought that in the times that she was, she really worked as a character, and I liked her back and forth with Johnny Storm. And I thought that her character worked really well in the story.
Yeah, I think everyone was worried because it was a woman in this movie, but I think it worked pretty well for the story.
Yeah, I don't know, because before the movie came out, a lot of people were making it seem like Sue Storm was the head of the Fantastic Four, and that it was really weird that Silver Surfer was a woman and things like that, but number one, Sue Storm was definitely not the head of the Fantastic Four. She definitely had her time to shine, and she's a very important member, but Reed Richards is 100% the head member of the Fantastic Four. He is the one talking in the press conferences. Even though she plays a vital role in their family, she's definitely not the lead. And then Silver Surfer, I thought, worked really well for being a woman because, number one, I thought it was different than the other versions. And number two, I think that probably a big reason was because of Johnny Storm and to have that back and forth.
Yeah, they definitely had some sort of interesting interactions going on between them. I think she probably interacted with him the most of the four of them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, she definitely did. And I thought that that was honestly one of the best aspects of the film. And I think that that's what really showed that Johnny Storm isn't entirely just a womanizer, and I think that it's through those sort of sequences that he shows that he's a capable member of the Fantastic Four.
I thought Galactus was pretty interesting. First time that we've ever actually really seen him on the big screen, unless you count that dark cloud in the second Fantastic Four movie, which I don't.
Yeah, I liked Galactus. I thought that the actor that played him was great. I wasn't too sure what they were going to do with the size of him because, I mean, there are a lot of versions where he is the size of planets and he's eating planets. And they did not go down that route, and I think that it probably worked better. But I don't know. I can see that some people probably will have an issue with that, but I personally don't. I thought that it was fine. I thought that he was pretty scary as a character. I thought that they did him really well in introducing him and just showing the frighten on the Fantastic Four's faces whenever they realized that they had never really dealt with anything like this before.
Yeah, nah, they definitely were trying to outsmart him at several points in the movie, and it didn't work and kind of made Reed Richards seem pretty dumb for a guy who's considered to be the smartest person in the world.
Yeah, even though he was like that, I still don't think he's as dumb as the John Krasinski version in Multiverse of Madness.
No, not at all. That's very hard to do.
I don't know. Those are some wonky points, I think. I wasn't too sure about that, but I don't know. They put it in. It's fine, I guess.
So, now that you've seen the movie, what would you rate it?
If I were to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7.3.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd probably be more around a 7. I enjoyed it a lot, although I don't think I was as immersed in the time period as I was for, say, something like Captain America: The First Avenger. I think that was very immersive. This one was again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but a little bit more CGI'd. It definitely felt like they were kind of shoving the timeline or the time period in your face a bit more. Hey, look how 60s it is. But no, I enjoyed it a lot. I think the cast was really good. I think that's what helped make the movie so good for me. I think obviously a lot of people would agree that if this cast didn't work, the whole movie would have fallen apart. You know, previous versions of the characters kind of have, you know, different chemistry, so it was interesting to see how they handled it in this movie. It's no spoiler to say that they have a baby in this one, so they got a lot different going on. They're like older in this movie as well, so it's hard to tell what sequels are gonna go doing forward.
Yeah, especially since the sequels are coming after the Avengers movies. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I'm assuming that they're going to go for a trilogy, at least, you'd
No,
think.
they get 4 movies.
4?
Yeah, I mean, Fantastic Four. They gotta get a movie for each character.
I guess that would make sense. But if there is 4 movies, who do you think was the main of this movie?
Honestly, I'd probably say Invisible Woman. She got like a lot of time to shine, but I mean, realistically, you'd probably say Reed Richards, and then the next one, I hope would focus on The Thing, because we didn't get to see a lot of stuff from him in this one. And then, honestly, we'll see where we are from there, because like you said, the next one's after Avengers, and that's a long way out, and it's going to be looking a lot different. Well, anyways, thank you for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to let us know what your favorite parts of the movie were and what you would rate it out of 10.